Hi there, everyone. Riccardo Johnson here from Property Tower. Uh, okay, this short video is basically to give you the reasons why, if you are selling a property, why you should allow us the opportunity to market your property on your behalf. Okay. Oh, okay. As you can see here in the corner there's my contact number and email address. So should you feel the need to get hold of me, please do. Okay, number one is we sell properties like 4 times faster than our closest competitors in the areas that we service. So this means that we're quite effective. But uh, saying this, it does not mean that every property that we list we sell. There are uh, various factors that influence whether or not your property will sell, and the biggest one of that is price. Are you pricing your property competitively for your area? I'll give you an example. If in your area the average home is going for 800,000 rand, and you are selling your home for 1.2 million, you may go months or even a year without getting any viewings on your property just because it is overpriced. So while we are very good at selling properties yourself, you need to basically also understand that you need to properly price your property, and at the same time also to adhere to our advice regarding your property sale. All right. Okay. With us, you get a team of marketing professionals working on your property. So whereas a normal agency will basically, an agent will come and see you and everything will work through that one agent. With us, that is not the case. While I may even come around and basically come and see yourself and chat to you about your property and even send you a report every 2 weeks or so, what is going to happen is that behind the scenes you will have a whole team but basically working on your property, discussing your your property and uh, making decisions um, based on the marketing of your property. Now, why this helps is, for instance, let's say I want to go on a holiday. What would happen is, even while I'm on holiday, I would still get notifications that someone has inquired on your property, or someone would still call me and so forth, but I'd not be in the area. So what would happen is I'd be able to call up one of my colleagues that is also working on your property and basically ask them to give you a call, or to set up a viewing or so. Or I may just be busy with many properties at the same time, and since I cannot be in two places at one time, I may need the assistance of like other team members to basically help to show your property. At the same time, this also helps with show houses. When we do show houses, let's say I'm doing a show house on your property, I'm not going to show up alone there. I'm going to show up there with like two or three other agents from my agency, and basically to assist with the safety and the smooth running of the show house. So forth. Okay. Now we only earn if we sell your property. If we do not sell, it doesn't cost you anything. So regardless of the mandate that you give us, whether you give us an open mandate, which basically means that we can sell your property, but anybody else can also sell your property, or you give us a sole mandate where we basically stand in for you, and you and all other agents work through us. We only earn if we sell. If we don't sell, it does not cost you anything. not a cent. All the costs of marketing and so forth is basically um, carried by myself and the agency, and not by yourself until the property is sold. Uh, as I touched on just now, is we work with all other agencies to get your property sold. So, regardless of the mandate type, what would happen is another agent basically calls you up and basically says, "Listen, I've got a buyer for your property, or I've got buyers that want to come and have a look and so forth." All you need to do is basically give them my number, and I'll basically set up an appointment for you, um, for them to show your property. As a matter of principle, our agency always shows, so we don't affect you negatively by keeping your property longer on the market than what it needs to be. You'll also get access to our network of professionals, including obviously attorneys and contractors and finance professionals and so forth. Uh, Look, we work with these professionals in related industries on a daily basis, and what happens is that um, these professionals, because we have the regular contacts with them and good relationships with them, what happens is we can negotiate on your behalf better rates, faster service, and we can also explain any situations which may not strictly be normal. Okay, let's see. We take total responsibility for the sale of your property. Once you assign us to sell your property, you don't have to do anything but provide access to the client needs. We're standing for you completely. Now, obviously, this is more so on a sole mandate than what it is on like an open mandate, due to the fact that on an open mandate, every agency is competing against themselves, against each other. Sorry, and on a sole mandate, every agency works through us. So. But the principle is the same, regardless of whether you of, of which type of mandate you give us. Once you assign us to sell the property, uh, we basically take care of the whole thing. So all that is required is that you're completely honest, completely open with us, and do not try to hamper our activities in any way, so we can basically uh, get the job done as soon as possible. Okay. Mm. We use specific and proven marketing processes, including regular show houses, internet and social media marketing, word of mouth marketing, and area specific promotions. Okay, now marketing is vast, and our marketing as such includes many aspects of the marketing process. Now, a lot of sellers basically don't want to do show houses, and um, sh- show houses though can can make your property sell up to 6 times faster than what it would normally. And the reason for this is because showers are mostly frequented with people that are already familiar with your area. Let's say, for instance, down the road, someone has a son or daughter that's basically looking for a house to buy, because they probably grew up in the area, they're very familiar with the area, and they just want to basically buy to be close to family and so forth. And those the type of things. You also get people that are not really in the market to buy a property at that point in time, but because they are curious, to come around and basically have a look, have a biscuit with us and so forth. And we chat to them and we find out, listen, that they can buy the property, and they basically go ahead and purchase the property. Obviously, with the internet being the first place that serious buyers go and look for a property, it's very important that we have a presence there. Social media also just gets the word out there, And before any type of promotion at your property, we generally go around the area and personally invite people to come and view your property and so forth. You obviously get professional selling and staging advice. Now, we spoke quite a bit now earlier regarding the selling when it came to pricing and so forth, but we did not speak about staging. Staging is the way that you make your house look um, before you show it to a potential buyer. Now, obviously, a house that basically is clean, has very little work to do, has a neat garden and so forth, is obviously much more attractive to a buyer than a house that goes the other way. So we'll give you advice on those things. We'll also give you advice on which type of repairs to effect and which type of repairs not to effect to get your house sold, and so forth. Obviously, when we come see you the first time, we'll do a free CMA report, which is a competitive market evaluation analysis, which basically tells you what properties are selling for in the area recently, what type of price, what size for those properties, how many bedrooms on those properties, and so forth. It gives you a better idea of what you can sell for. At the same time, it will obviously tell you about um, we'll also tell you about other properties, what they're being advertised for at the moment. Now, very important to notice that the CMA cuts out the clutter that is created by property listing websites. So, property listing website basically uh, puts down the price that sellers are looking for, and some of the sellers are not really serious. Maybe pricing a house 60 or 70% higher than the market is allowing for at that point. But the CMA report basically allows you to basically see, okay, what exactly has sold in the area and at what price and how long ago. Okay. Also, we have contracts with various service providers, and at the moment we can offer people in Gauteng 50% off the moving cost once the property is sold. This basically means it's a moving company that is properly insured, has the trucks and guides and those type of things. And basically, we'll basically pay half of the moving costs and you'll pay the other half once your property is sold. Only pre-approved or cash buyers show on your property. Now, generally, as an agency, we don't really bring unapproved buyers around, and the reason for this is obviously a safety and a time issue. Uh, what would happen is if a buyer is serious about purchasing your property, they would have no problem with us pre-approving them before bef- before coming to view. Uh, Buyers are screened before viewings for better security. Generally, we'll ask a buyer for a copy of their ID. We'll confirm certain information and so forth prior to viewing in order to basically make the viewing as safe as possible for yourself and your family. You also get uh, property performance reports about every 2 weeks. Send out a property performance report, which basically includes how many people have inquired on your property, how many people have viewed it online, and so forth. And this will give you a good idea on whether or not your marketing strategy, your pricing, and so forth is effective or not. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. Have a good day and God bless.